Guys, get ready for a cosmic entanglement as messy as Jada Pinkett Smith hooking up with her son's friend. Welcome to Movie World Plus, the place where we talk movies plus whatever else I want to talk about. I'm Andy Signor, and I'm so glad to be back in studio reviewing movies. And I haven't been here because I had eye surgery. I'd put my Nick Fury eye patch on, but I no longer see him as a hero of mine ever since Secret Invasion. And now this, the Marvels. My God, the disrespect. But we're going to get there. We're going to get through so much. Oh, my goodness. I got to start with a little bit of a rant, okay? I'm going to give you the review. We're going to talk about some of the stuff people are talking about. Stay tuned. I will warn you before I get into spoiler stuff, but I feel like the trailers already did it, guys. So if you watch that trailer, well, then buckle up. I see a lot of critics out there. And look, to each their own. A lot of people probably have fun with this movie. I think a lot of these critics are being too nice. I think they're afraid to say what they really feel. And sure, a lot of people are going to say, Andy, come on, it's harmless fun. It's mid-level Marvel. It's better than a lot of the other crap. No, I'm getting tired of this. I'm tired of Disney and Marvel and their lazy entitlement, treating us like dumb, fat consumers. Hey, Cal, open up your mouth and take this shiny thing that made us $1 billion. You liked it before. Here's more of it. Open up your gullet. Here it is. More cameos. Remember that one? Here's a fun, high-paced fight sequence for you in lots of colors. Eat it up and give us more money. No, that's what this movie feels like. This movie is so lazy. The script is such a damn mess. These characters deserve so much better. This isn't a hating on a female-driven movie. No, this is a movie that's overstuffed, but then overly edited. It has no concept of what its tone is. It's trying to be this quirky comedy. It has these serious moments that they just gloss over, which then they don't really ever hit because the characters never get to have any actual proper arcs, and it's disrespectful. Now, before I get into all the negatives, I'm going to give it a positive. I will give it a positive. Let's start with a positive, shall we? As I get now into the review, I'm going to give this film's one positive, and that's Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel. She is the standout. I liked her show a lot. I liked the first half of the show more than the second half, where it just got too crazy and overstretched. They always go too far with these characters, and the series allows them to go there faster than they would in, say, a couple movies. She's the standout. She's a lot of fun. She's like a fish out of water fangirl who's just excited to be there. That's how the show was, but to see her now within the heroes is a fun concept. And I'll be honest, she does something I was quite impressed by. She makes Brie Larson's Captain Marvel more likable than she's ever been. This movie, I would argue, because of the two of them and her better performance, I would say this movie is better than Captain Marvel. I would definitely rate it above it just from a fun standpoint in that regard, because I really dislike Captain Marvel. But this one attempts and has some ideas and opportunities that are wasted, sure, but at least, I don't know, Captain Marvel's worse. But she makes Brie Larson's character more likable. Look, I'm not here to hate on Brie Larson. I actually like Brie Larson a lot in other stuff. I just dislike the scripts, Captain Marvel. I feel like just written poorly. And in this movie, there are opportunities to try to help her. But where they really fail is they ultimately, and the reason I'd really dislike this movie is it's just like a complete disrespect to Captain Marvel, the character, because she's shoehorned into her own damn sequel. And there's opportunities here that could have been really interesting. They keep trying to do all this goofy sidekick action, but they fast forward through what could have been a really interesting Superman story for Captain Marvel and what should have been Captain Marvel 2, in my opinion. This whole idea of like how impossible it is to save everybody and how her actions have ramifications. And how, that's something that I think could really help us care for her, to understand her stakes and her choices, why she's so hard and why she's not very emotive and annoying and sarcastic, because it's tough to save all the galaxies. And it's a plot point that's sort of mentioned and fast forwarded through that I think was a massive mistake. They're like hoping that, hey, look, guys, let's do it really quick. That'll help. That'll be enough, right? And ultimately, it wasn't for me. And I found it disrespectful to the character who made them $1 billion to not actually, you know what? Let's make this female character a strong character. A lot of fans had trouble with her. Let's earn them back. Let's put the work in and make this worthy. No, once again, Marvel half-asses it and expects us to just eat it and take it and accept mid when this was just another bad Captain Marvel movie. Let's call it what it is. Slightly better, slightly quirkier, slightly funner, fine, but still a very mediocre and I would say bad Captain Marvel movie. That's 2 in a row. Boom, you failed. Now, while Iman Vellani's trying her best, she's fun. She's a breath of fresh air. She's something that I think the MCU did need, and I think that was a good addition. Most of the rest of what they've done on Disney Plus has, to me, been completely unnecessary, completely useless. And that's the problem for me in this movie. It really does feel like Disney Plus, the movie. Better budget. It does look better than the quality, I would say, at times. But even the VFX is a little questionable at times because they run those VFX houses to the ground. But that's the problem. Disney used to have this straight-to-video brand, right? When they would do the cartoons. In their heyday of success, they oversaturated with DVDs and videos for people to buy to get more so they could just profit it there. And that's what Disney Plus really is now. It's the same thing. Disney Plus is a slightly better looking straight-to-DVD feature. And it's completely diluted the brand. It's overstuffed it, oversaturated it, and it's sad because there were a few things through the Disney Plus series I would say is fine. I think Loki had potential. I'll give that one a pass. Even parts and ideas of WandaVision did, but the part of WandaVision that I never understood was Monica Rambeau. She felt so forced in that movie, and now once again forced into this movie. Her powers make no sense. I have no idea what, I guess her name's Photon. They didn't really say it. They never really get there. But she controls light and can absorb light and make herself invisible and fly and I don't know. It's so weird what her powers are. You're just like, whatever. They even try to like joke about it. They're like, I went through a witch's hex and came out with powers. And I was talking to my buddy Dave who went with me, and we're like, that doesn't justify it. That makes it sound stupid because it was stupid. And that's the problem with these movies. A lot of it is really stupid, and they just expect you to just ignore it and move on. And it's too much. You've overstuffed it to a point where now I'm just noticing more cracks in the that I've ever noticed, and I can't just keep defending it and just like, turning my brain off and ignoring it. This movie is not good. The script is not good. This character, Monica Rambeau, is just technobabble. She's exposition the character. She knows everything about the galaxy. I'm just the smart person who will always justify whatever we need justified so we can just move on to the next plot point. It's disrespectful to the characters. This isn't a hating on female characters. I like Miss Marvel. She's the best one. Captain Marvel, better, but they fast forward and disrespect her. And Monica Rambeau, why are you there? There's just no point. You're there to give Aunt Carol a little bit of a, oh, you left us. No, she didn't. She clearly came back. They showed that later. And then it's like, well, come on, can we get over it already? And then I have powers suddenly and blah, 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 blah. It is just, the whole thing is a mess. It's a mess. And it's a disrespect to them. It's a disrespect to damn Nick Fury as well. Nick Fury, my God, Secret Invasion was the ultimate shark jump in Marvel. It really was. It is a horrific travesty of plot. They literally make a Captain Marvel character again who can make any power she wants. Like that literally affects everything, but we just ignore it. And there's a movie in this, they do this a lot throughout the movie, or the fact that they introduce plot devices that the screenwriters completely forget about later. There's a plot, and I'm not ruining a cameo because the trailers did. Valkyrie shows up. Valkyrie shows up to transport some Skrulls who need to be relocated because literally, how many Skrulls are we going to kill in helping them relocate? We can't figure out a dumb planet to put them on. No, they're still, once again, more other people are killed. We now have to relocate them. And Valkyrie shows up with her Asgardian teleport device and just whiffs them away somewhere. No mention of Secret Invasion or the things that happen there. It's just like, what? Like, so are we retconning that? I hope we are, but can we just like acknowledge that? But instead they retcon. But then what makes it even more offensive is later in the movie, there's a plot point where it's like, oh crap, we need to get rid of all these people or these crew members are going to die. And I'm sitting there like, well, just call Valkyrie. You just literally did it 40 minutes ago. Like the screenwriters don't even realize that they're introducing things that completely mess up the whole show. There's so much gobbledygook space techno nonsense that you're just like, huh? There's a part in the movie where Nick Fury is Bluetoothing with Captain Marvel, who's like billions of galaxy light years away, and they're talking, and they have a little bit of interference, and you're like, how is that working? What's going on? But whatever, you got to just completely turn your brain off, throw it next to you, and just eat up the Disney Marvel fed dog food for you to enjoy. Let's call it cat food, because oh my God, the Flurkins, oh my God. It's embarrassing what they do in this movie. It is the Flurkins guys, if you watch this movie, I'm not allowed to spoil it. In the third act of this movie, Fleur can show up and do the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But Camilla's family doesn't, like, oh God, it's so dumb. Why is Camilla's family running around a spaceship? Talk about the disrespect of Nick Fury. He cares no more about anything confidential. Yeah, I guess everybody knows. I'm losing my mind at how stupid this movie is, how lazy this movie is, how ridiculous it is. And no, I'm not going to just keep turning my brain off. I did that with Quantumania. I did that and I gave it like a meh, it's fine. There were parts that were fun. And I'm shocked critics are railing on that movie, but not this one. They're the same movie. It's the same crap. It is the same gobbledygook, no good arcs, justifications, bad villain. Oh my God, guys, this villain might be the worst one we've got yet. Overly generic, strong female whose world was destroyed. Why are she and this weird man bun guy not wearing blue paint? Like, none of this makes any sense. They look so out of place. I don't understand what her power is. Her backstory is explained, but we've seen it so many damn times. She's not a threat. Why is she suddenly going toe-to-toe after you had Captain Marvel fight Thanos, which you remind us of in the beginning, and then you expect us to think there are stakes against this dumb, generic villain? Lazy, bad, and I'm proving it with receipts. This movie is not good. It's lazy. Come on, people. Stop just eating what Disney's feeding you. This is not good Marvel. This is bad Marvel. Again, there's an entanglement because Monica Rambeau, such a useless character. I'm losing track of what I've already wrote. Monica Rambeau is such a useless character. Her powers make no sense, as I said. I walked into a witch's hex, so now I have light powers. Okay, great. Well, she now flies in space, and Captain Marvel's flying in space, and they both happen to touch a light glowing space portal conveniently at the same time, prompting them to switch powers. And then, of course, because Miss Marvel has a space breath bracelet MacGuffin that's just conveniently connected, that's how these three light-powered characters are now connected. No, it doesn't make any damn sense, so just stop trying to make it make sense. And then, of course, the bad guy is trying to look for the other bracelet. Oh, and then, of course, is Miss Marvel going to be left with her bracelet? Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. You have Captain Marvel on your team. How? It's so dumb. The whole thing's so dumb. But this like entanglement of their powers. Oh, the fight scenes are cool. No, they don't make any damn sense. They don't make any damn sense. Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau are not slick choreographed fighters yet. They haven't earned that. But when they need to, kick in the music and slides and boom and kicks and high kicks and strong punches. Like, where the hell is this coming from? You can at least like, I took some training in a while. No, they're both like ill-equipped newbies. But now they're like going toe-to-toe and they do a montage to learn how to switch to help themselves, but then that really never matters. But even the fight sequences, I'm just like confused, annoyed, and I'm like, why aren't you beating these Kree soldiers, Captain Marvel? You're the powerful one. Like, they've written themselves into a hole where they have this overpowered character who literally can't kill two soldiers, just so we can justify some switching and breaking of a house and funniness. I was bored. I couldn't get into it. It all looked like a mess. It all looked overly choreographed. It looked unnecessary. It's not a good action movie when you're sitting there and you're like, just stab him already. Why aren't you stabbing him? Just stab him and end this fight. This whole fight is unnecessary. But no, they don't do it. It's a complete mess of a script. Like I told you, plot devices are created that they just screenwriters forget about. And there's none of it makes a lick of sense. And then the cameos. The cameos. I want to take a moment to talk about these cameos. I told you about Valkyrie, who shows up for no damn reason. But there's a bigger cameo at the end, and literally the final trailer for this movie, teases it. And I want to say to Marvel and everybody who edited that trailer, F you. That was a massive troll and not fair, shameful on you. Because you're teasing a mid-credit scene is what you're doing, which is just lame as hell. That's really what the movie's so good that you have to tease a mid-scene after-credit cameo thing is what you're doing. Why? You have no faith in Captain Marvel or the movie. So why should we give you our money? Oh, because there's a 1 minute cameo, 30-second cameo at the end. It's going to change everything. And then you put Avengers footage in. How dare you? I'm going to spoil it. They're not in this movie. So do not get your hopes up like Disney's trying to tell you. There is a where the Avengers are headed moment at the end of the film. And I'm done. Sign me out. I know where this is headed. I know what team up they're implying. And no thanks. I'm not interested. These characters aren't good enough. They're not needed. I don't care. I don't want to see baby Avengers. I don't. But where things get weirder and crazier is the mid-credit scene, which, again, if you don't want any illusions, which the trailers did, folks, tune out now. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button on your way out. The end of this show, the movie, that mid-credit scene, which I see people, critics, their mind blow emojis, it is literally just a cameo of a character. A character that deserved better. A character that was clearly a character they could just do because it doesn't age. And it was clearly a character shoehorned quickly to try to instill interest in the future. And part of me might have been interested if that scene was good, but that scene's not good because while everyone's focused on the one character that you're going to know who it is, there's a second character that a lot of people have no clue who this is. And when you figure out who that character is, the misdirect and then who the outfit, and you're like, wait, who is that? When you figure it out, because it'll start getting revealed as the movie's out, and it probably already is, that character is another version of a character who's still not established that we don't care about. So the last thing we needed were two of those characters to compete. And then in the world of the characters we actually want to see, it's just so offensive to me. That's how those characters are coming in. Now, once again, our introduction in this world to those characters is going to be through this plot device? No, I don't know. I don't want those current MCU characters anywhere near what you're planning. I have no interest. I couldn't be uninterested more. It's like, I'm so sad at the state of it. What a waste. Why? What? Who cares? Ugh. No, you can't just shove a cameo down my throat and go, oh, this movie's great. Oh, no, it wasn't that good. I was like, okay, what's this mean? Wait, who's that? Wait, and then I had to go and Google and figure it out. I'm like, wait, what? No, no. No. I'm so sad at the state of things. The only thing I'm interested in is Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 because I feel like Deadpool 3 is going to bring in these cameos to make fun of them. Here's one, ha ha ha, and they're going to laugh. And they're going to make it such a big, crazy, dumb thing that then hopefully we can move on from it and establish, okay, here's what we're doing now. It's a plot device that they needed to use carefully and really effectively once, maybe twice. And they're overusing it because they're desperate, because the state of the MCU is so bad. And it's just ruined its effectiveness for me. And just because we see characters, that doesn't make a movie good. It's just really sad, the state of things. These characters, these three characters on the screen deserve better. And I would argue Monica didn't need to be there. Like the whole, like, why was she in WandaVision? Why does she have powers? It's so forced and unnecessary. And they've done nothing with her character. She's just literally, I'm the smart one. I just know all the science stuff. And there's just nothing effective there. Iron Man, another smart one, who has like, and Bruce Banner, another smart. There's like real conflict that they've tried to really give them and face with. And I got none of that with Monica yet. They give her nothing. She's useless. Miss Marvel, fun. This should have been a Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel combo. We justified the justification of their connections better and focused on Captain Marvel and made us like her. But they didn't want to do that. They don't have faith in her. So why should we have faith in this movie? Until Marvel really takes some time to invest in the properties that they have and invest in these scripts better, I'm no longer excited. This is a sad day. What do you guys think? Hit that button down below. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all alerts, and tell me your thoughts. Do you think I'm being harsh, not harsh enough? I want to hear your thoughts. So your Marvel stand is going to yell at me saying I'm a sexist. Well, then you're an idiot. The rest of you, I'm curious what you guys think. Are you going to see the film this weekend? Let me know your thoughts. Also, Marvel tried to pay me with drinks. I did get the drink. It was delicious, but not enough booze, Marvel.